my point in creating this kind of a narrative was, India is the most complex country on the planet. It is, the sheer diversity that we have makes a single narrative almost impossible to be the real India. Because any narrative that you put forward can be countered by 50 other narratives. As they said, everything that you say about India, the opposite is equally true. So I said, at least through the medium of these 6 different people who are each giving their own take on India, I can give a slightly more broad brush picture of modern India than you would through a single narrative.
You said that both of you are Allahabad boys, right? Both Tigmanshu and you are from Allahabad, and I think it has such a lovely feel to that city, which is so specific to itself. I don't think any other city in UP or even in the country has that confluence of Prayag and the university and the student politics. And Tigmanshu set his first film there.
Correct, Hasil.
Yeah, Hasil, which had, of course, Irfan in it, and such a brilliant film, first film. So is Allahabad going to be part of the mix somewhere?
Look, I wouldn't say it's not an Allahabad novel, it's a UP novel, let's put it this way, or rather a cowbelt novel. So in that sense, I think Tigmanshu got into the novel immediately. I mean, because what I have done in this novel is the 6 suspects are narrating their stories to you in their own typical voices. So for instance, who are the 6 suspects? The first suspect is a very corrupt bureaucrat who used to be the chief secretary of UP called Mohan Kumar, who suddenly gets possessed by the spirit of Mahatma Gandhi. So you have this very, very corrupt bureaucrat suddenly spouting, suddenly becoming the most benevolent man on the planet. So he's the first suspect. The second suspect is Bollywood actress Shabnam Saxena, again, who comes from a town called Azamgarh, small town girl, makes it big in Bollywood. So she's the second suspect. The third suspect is, so Mohan Kumar's story is in the third person. Shabnam Saxena's story is in the first person through her diary entries. Then you have Munna Mobile. He's a mobile phone thief who lives in a Shiva temple in Delhi, works as a houseboy in somebody's house, and he gets a suitcase full of cash, and then how his life changes. So Munna Mobile's story is conveyed through first person.
How is he at a fancy party like this?
So this is the
point.
So this is the whole point, that I want to make you curious about each of these characters. What the hell were they doing in that farmhouse? How come they got entry into that exclusive celebration? So the fourth suspect is Vicky Rai's father, Jagannath Rai, the Home Minister of UP. And his entire, the way his story is narrated is through a telephone transcript, which is a very difficult thing to do because, it is just telephone transcript. It's very difficult in a telephone transcript to convey, how old is he tall, is he short? So just through the medium of, pure text, you have to somehow convey to the reader what kind of person he is, maybe through the kind of conversations he's having. And then the last 2 suspects are the most interesting. There is Larry Page, the same name as the founder of Google, who's a forklift operator from Waco in Texas, who comes to India thinking that he is going to marry, a beautiful Indian girl to whom he has already wired $5,000. And it turns out that was, somebody else, maybe somebody else sitting somewhere else and, conning him. So, his adventures in India. And then the last character is Eketi. He's a tribal from the Onge tribe in the Andaman who still hunt with bows and arrows. And he has never been to mainland India. But the sacred relic of the Onge tribe has been stolen, has been brought to Kolkata or somewhere else in India. And the tribe wants to send him to retrieve it because, people are dying like flies in the absence of that sacred stone. So these are the 6 suspects, and through my point in creating this kind of a narrative was, India is the most complex country on the planet. It is, the sheer diversity that we have makes a single narrative almost impossible to be the real India. Because any narrative that you put forward can be countered by 50 other narratives. As they said, everything that you say about India, the opposite is equally true. So I said, at least through the medium of these 6 different people who are each giving their own take on India, I can give a slightly more broad brush picture of modern India than you would through a single narrative.
If you've enjoyed the conversation that you just heard, do subscribe to our channel for much more.